Another road trip. Me and Greg are on our way over to Valdi Stefanson's to check out his Scorpion Bullwhip. All right.
Okay, let's talk about this bullwhip.
Yeah.
You know, this has got a style that everybody likes. You know, that low to the ground, sloped hood. It's probably one of the 3 best looking sleds, you know, in the vintage world. Now, everybody wants a bullwhip. They're not too common. This machine basically was made for cross-country racing, terrain racing, 2 gas tanks, etc. The motor had a problem, and I've heard it 2 ways. Some people say that the tolerances were just too tight. What would happen is these guys would get to a gas stop and they would never start again. Another theory was that this was vapor lock. So I've heard it both ways. A lot of these bullwhips you see at the shows have a different motor in it. Now I bought this one because number 1, it was available. You know, it's not too often you hear a guy saying, yeah, I'm willing to sell it. Number 2, it has the original configuration. It's got the air box and all of that. So I thought it might be a good start.
Does it have the original motor still?
Yeah, so this one has the original motor and the air box and stuff. So when I talked to Les about this opportunity, he says, grab it. He says, just do it. And I haven't done much with it. It languished here for about 3 years. And I finally figured, you know, I got to at least clean it up. So I did a cosmetic exterior cleanup. And that's as far as I have gone. The motor turns over. I haven't tried even to start it. So I'm waiting for a better one. And I don't know if that day will ever come. There was a gentleman in Minnesota. I can't remember where, you know, Mille Lacs area. And he wanted $6 grand. I don't know. I wasn't ready with the $6 grand. The price went down to $5,500 and another guy bought it. You know, one of those, I screwed up, I didn't do this. There is a fellow in Alaska who's got one. But of course the problem there is, how do you get it home? And what is that going to cost?
Yeah.
So that's where I stand right now. This is as good, you know, as good as I can do, at least for this current time.
Well, this
seems to be in the right configuration. I don't think it's been modified in any respect.
This is a beautiful sled. You have nothing to apologize for in this sled.
Yeah.
Can we open the hood and show people?
1,828 miles.
Oh, holy cow. On the original motor.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you never know. You never know.
Well, there's the seldom seen liquid-cooled Cuyuna.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Twin pipes are stacked. I already showed you where that outlet is.
Yes. And you're right. There is a hole in the bottom of the belly pan, essentially to cool the bottom side of the case.
Okay.
That's what it amounts to.
Well, good, because mine has that. Let's see. So there's supposed to be a grommet there. A lot of this video is for me for reference, but everybody can see this. So these...
Here I wrote that there was 250 of these ones.
That's what I told, 249.
Yeah.
So we got these bullet things that go on those 4 rivets. I still have those holes.
Yeah, so I just felt that you could use this as a point of reference here.
Absolutely, Valdi. We got these rubber guides. That's great. What's that? I got to set my beer down and point at things. Okay, that's a ground strap. That's a ground strap up to the steering. The steering arms are... One is angled in and one's straight ahead on this particular sled. Let's see, what the heck clutch is that? It's got an Articat secondary.
That's got a cat secondary.
Can I open the clutch cover?
Sure. Let's do that.
Let's see how that works. Got a thumb screw on the clutch cover.
Here, I'll do that.
I don't have a clutch cover. I'm going to have to make one, so this is great. I can see what I have to make. Oh, okay. Okay, it's a Scorpion, Dulco, power thrust, whatever you want to call it.
I call them power thrust.
Yeah, those are a great clutch. You know, some of them, has this one got it? If you can look in there really close, there's actually a helix in the primary. There's a helix in this primary as well as in the secondary. And it made them just work like magic.
You're kidding. So it's like a secondary clutch.
It's a very shallow helix but it helps with the back shifting.
The ramping, right.
Yeah, yeah, those are fantastic clutch. I think that's part of the secret of why Scorpions have always way overperformed for the horsepower they made. They were so much faster than they should have been, especially for grass drags. So let's see. There's the bottle. I got this bottle. I don't have this overflow bottle, but it's probably original. I'm going to have to do more research. I've got the brakes. I've got the brake lever. I think I have the grips. Let's see. Stuff I want to see. Motor mount. What does that motor mount look like?
Yeah, well, no comment there.
Okay.
I haven't digged it.
Okay. It's 2 straps. It's a bar across the front. So, good for me to know.
This thing upside down, sideways, and backwards to get all the details that you guys are going to need.
It's got the normal old black regulator. Looks like the same kind of CDI as a Polaris down there. Actually, the wiring looks very Polaris-like. Let's see. There's how the mount goes. I wonder if this plate fits any kind of a whip, little whip, anything like that.
No comment. I wouldn't know, but I go to Les Pins.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a hold of Les. He would know.
I have seen him haul 2 of those motors home.
The Danielskis have some of these too, Todd's brothers. So I'm going to get up there and check those out too. But let's see. The steering, I've got my steering figured out. That's what the dash needs to look like. I know this gas tank is just like a normal whip, range whip gas tank.
Because I needed a gas gauge, and they said it's pretty generic. It's a shorty.
Yep. Absolutely. And nice view on the seat. So I'm going to have to get my seat recovered. Oh, that's a nice view on the seat. Okay, my seat definitely has an incorrect cover because I don't have this. I have just a simple flap with no foam. But I do have this. This is an outer structure.
That's right. That's just a piece of plastic.
Yep, and
that's just a cover.
I have that. One of mine's a little broke, but I'll mend it. All right. Cool. I don't have the bumper, but I will make one of those now that I have it on video of what the bumper should be.
I'll talk to you about how to do that.
Well, you just need a bender.
Yeah, what you do is you put sand in it.
Oh, sure.
And that prevents it from heating.
Sure.
And you just be careful because it's aluminum. You know, you can't go too deep. I've got a lot of the stock right there.
Oh, do you?
I think I do.
Nice. All right. So, let's see. Hoses are just what you'd think they are, kind of generic 90s. I'm sure 250 in their first liquid, I'm sure they didn't tool up anything special for the hoses.
No, you would think that they went to the old generic parts bin and
yeah.
it down.
Boy, I've only got one of the 2 pipes. Let's see, there's how the pod looks. So, cool. Ooh, look at this. I'll have to flip this around so you can read it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that says, but that's neat. We'll get that. Wow, good stuff. All right, there's the gauges. Oh boy, here, I don't want to drop that. Yeah, 1,800 miles.
And this is actually a light. I was wondering what that was. It just broadcasts a little bit of light on the gauges. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So the gauges have no lights.
I saw them at work, so.
Oh, perfect. I know where to get one. Yep. All right. Oh, this vent. I'm missing this vent. That is probably unobtainium. I will probably have to come back and get measurements, make CAD of that, and get it 3D printed.
Yeah, no. Anything you need out of this machine, just go on over and.
Thanks, Valdi. This is a perfect candidate for 3D printing right here.
Okay.
Yeah, to reproduce that would be not bad at all. That's a pretty simple thing to do in CAD. So let's see. I do have the rubber.
Do you want to flip this thing on its side?
Oh yeah. Look at the welds. So my welds are not any better than these. Let's just say that. I'm amazed at these must have been gas welded because the hood is not lashed. All right, so there's the pararail. Confirmed I have the right pararail because it's got that bend down in the back. Got it hooked in the right arm in the front. So these wheels have a BW stamped in them because they're bullwhip only. They hand sorted these wheels. Leander Cowles from he piped in one of my videos with that fact. I looked, and sure enough, my wheels are stamped that.
Interesting.
So I got the right track. Boy, these tracks for that time, that point in time, this had to be the best, most aggressive, deepest lug track a guy could buy. All right, so I got all the right suspension components to put it together. Let's see what the snow flap looks like. Okay, that's not the same flap that I have.
Yeah, I can't confirm that that's...
I think mine's going to get the Feel My Stinger flap because I have one. Wow, this is neat. All right, reflectors. I'll have to source those. So yours is 710009988. Okay, mine is, this one is 22 before mine, so this is very early.
Yeah.
I was told mine is probably number 7, so this is really early. Mine is 711, and the rest are all zeros.
Zeros.
Yeah, so I got really excited. I thought I had the prototype, and I found out, no, that's not how it worked at Scorpion.
They just spun it down, started that number there.
Anywhere else, if you had a 0 or a 1.
Oh, yeah, that's good news.
But at Scorpion, it was just random 110,000 sled off the production line. All right. Look at how badass that thing looks. I just can't get over the poor quality of the aluminum welding. You know? I mean,
Kind of crude, I'll say that. I mean, I don't want to pass judgment and criticize anybody's work.
well, what were they working with back then? All right, thanks, Valdi. Thanks for letting me check out your sled. And I'm going to put this up on the internet, and the rest of the world can learn more about bullwhips too.
All right.
You know how many bullwhip videos there are on the internet? Well, prior to mine going up, there were 3 on YouTube. Yeah, so the world wants to know about bullwhips, so we'll get this up. So thanks for watching. And I'll put a link to Valdi's channel below. Valdi's got a whole bunch more cool vintage sled stuff going on his channel. Valdi's what we call a high-end collector. I'm not a high-end collector, but Valdi has the craziest cool stuff.